Hi there, and welcome to part 3 in my series of How to Fail in Retirement Planning. I know in my introductory video I said I was going to be discussing longevity risk at this segment in my series, but I decided I'm going to be changing it up. I'm going to be flexible, which is, what a segue, exactly what today's topic is going to be about: flexibility in retirement, specifically in your retirement income withdrawal plan. As much as it's important and critical to do good retirement planning, figure out what you're going to need, what your income sources are, inflation, etc., it's also very important to be able to be flexible in those years when your money isn't being treated very kindly by the markets or the economy. Unfortunately, I've seen some plans fail because people just could not deviate or be flexible when it comes to the amount coming out of their retirement accounts. And this is actually one of the risks that you may have the most control over with proper planning. So how would flexibility work? Well, let's look at an example. Whether you're early in retirement or you're already retired, it can work either way. Let's say you've decided that you want to live on $5,000 a month income in retirement, but you need to live on $3,500 a month in retirement. In other words, basic expenses just to get by, but the additional amount would allow you to travel, see the grandkids, buy Christmas presents, go out to eat, and that's the goal you set because you worked really hard to get to a certain comfort in retirement. But that's the year that the markets and the economy just aren't treating your money well. For those people that have the discipline to spend less in those periods of time, they're going to put less stress on their retirement accounts, which will allow that money, those shares that they own, to recover to help preserve their wealth. So the goal would be either spend less in the years that are more challenging for the markets, or in those good years, maybe harvest some of that money and put it in a more conservative place, similar to the bucket strategy I discussed in an earlier video. And I'll put a link to that bucket strategy video in the description under this video. Now, we've all read how important it is to eat right, exercise, stay flexible in retirement, keep up your health, your personal health. I recommend that you consider doing the same for your financial health.